need to put it more. Just turn it up so
They y'all know they got a new Lucky Charms box coming out, and they asked me to go down there and model for them. And so I gave them a couple of looks. I'm gonna show you a couple of the looks that I had.
Oh no!
Catch me, Negro Charms, they're magically delicious. I tried that a couple of times around here before I came up here. I try out all my jokes before I go on stage. None of these jokes are stuff that I'm just making up right now. I promise. But all right, let's start. How's everybody doing? Welcome to JonnyFest. I said, welcome to JonnyFest. Yeah, there we go. Pop that confetti popper. There you go. Get it in the air. Get it in the air. You know, a year ago when we started doing these comedy shows, I didn't think that I would be saying a year ago when we started doing these comedy shows. And so I'm very grateful for everybody being here and celebrating the fact that we have been able to do pretty good comedy for a year. We are like comedy kindergartners, you know? And I'm appreciative that you all can come over here and look at us and be like, ooh, that's my baby, you know? So, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and start off the comedy portion. Coming up next is gonna be my wife. So everybody clap and cheer for the love of my life, Rebecca Bonner!
What's up, Cottonwood? It's tax season, or it was. You guys do your taxes? I don't do that. I do not do that. The IRS is like the worst math teacher you've ever had. You know? It's like turning your assignment on time and show your work. It's like, what if I don't? Go to jail. You're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life. I'm gonna hunt you down and find you. I like to show up to tax season like I show up to a party, fashionably late, you know? They're thrilled to see me when I get there, though. They're like, we've been trying to get a hold of you. You ever tried ghosting the IRS? Don't do it. It's like a crazy ex from college. They'll find you. They'll just show up one day and be like, ding dong, you owe me money. Oh man, I totally forgot. It creeps up on me every year like the Grim Reaper, you know? I just don't I don't think I make enough money to like report to the IRS, you know? It's like, come on, man. I got like, you know, I just bought a new couch. What are you gonna do? Take my couch? Don't take my couch, man, please. And then pretty soon it's like, what are you gonna do? Break my legs? Don't break my legs, man. I think if the IRS adopted a mob mentality, people would be so much more down to pay their taxes. Like, I can't have Jimmy John showing up again, man. That guy's scary. People think that they're special until you try to get the username that you want on Instagram or like a new email. When's the last time you tried to get a new email? Like your name, dot your last name? Nope, not happening anymore. Can't do it. You gotta have numbers and dates and like an emoji in there. I can tell people are old by the kind of email that they have. Like if you're rocking at AOL, at AOL.com, Yahoo too, you're old. You're old. MSN, you're older. If you're rocking like Earthlink.Cablecomcast, I'm not trusting you, dude. You're spam. Get out of here. You gotta clean out your emails, man. Last time I checked, I had like 14,000 emails. I'm like, when did I get that important? Who is trying to get a hold of me? It's TikTok. It's TikTok shop trying to get me to buy stuff. You ever fall for those on Temu and TikTok? They're like, you have $50. And you're like, what? And they're like, spin the wheel, do it. And you're like, okay. You do it, and then you're on TikTok shop for like 3 hours, and it turns out you don't have a $50 credit. You have to buy like 13 things, and then you can get $50 off. That's a ripoff. It's ridiculous. I was reading a story the other day about an ex-girlfriend of Steven Spielberg was coming out, and she was complaining And this was the complaint that she had about Steven Spielberg. I never got my bowling shirt back. I'm like, what a wholesome complaint about Steven Spielberg. Like, they used to go bowling. They apparently had matching shirts, but like, what's the real story? Why was this making a headline, you know? It's like, what was the real story? They had a bad bowling game. He gets back to her place, and he's like, give me the shirt. You don't deserve it, you know? Steven, no, please. Don't leave me like this. Just go, just go. I can't be seen with you. But it's like, what if there was a whole Me Too movement of missing Hollywood stars' bowling shirts? Like, he never gave me back my bowling shirt. Me too. I never got back my bowling league shirt either. There's just a whole underground, abusive society of celebrity bowling couples. That's the world I want to live in, where that's the only thing you have to worry about is, what if I date this guy and then I never get my bowling shoes back? It'd be awesome. It'd be really great. Hold on. Hold on. I have my notes. Okay. All right. I think, thank you. I think post-nut clarity for men is a lot like post-hunger clarity for women. You ever, see a guy who hasn't like gotten one off in a while? They're angry, they're pent up, you know? Women who haven't had a good snack in a while, it's like, don't talk to me unless it's a plate of fries. I feel like that's, I can understand for men, you know? I'm a little hungry, I could go for some chips and cheese right now. It really turned my mood around. So just remember, ladies, next time your man is a little on edge and stuff, maybe get one out for him, he'll put one in the microwave for you, you know? Thank you, thank you. So, the whole Katy Perry going to space thing. This is crazy. But what's even crazier is like the internet has been golden since this has happened. Like, we have a whole slew of entertainment to look at and stuff. But the Wendy's Twitter account also got in on the action. Wendy's Twitter this weekend reposted the picture of Katy Perry in space, and they said, "Can we send her back?" Wendy's cheeseburgers, y'all, started beef with Katy Perry. And then Kesha retweeted all of that, and she was like sipping from like a Wendy's cup. And it was like, wow, like...
Fuck you, Dr. Luke!
Yeah, dude, Dr. Luke is getting in on this somehow. He's like controlling it like Dr. Evil. He's running a Twitter account. So like all of this went off on Twitter and stuff, and then like 2 days later, Wendy's was like retweeting all of this, and they were like, we always add a little bit of spice to our social medias, but we love Katy Perry. And I was like, someone got fired. Someone got fired from this social media team. Like, they were starting crap with Katy Perry, they were drunk on Twitter one night, like, send her back. And it's like, you're supposed to be tweeting about milkshakes and Frosties, bro. And they started crap with Katy Perry. It was awesome. It was my mom's birthday this week. Shout out to my mom. We went to Costco. It was awesome. She ended up buying me stuff on her birthday. It was very lucrative for me. We got a new catchphrase for Costco though. The catchphrase is, it's too much. It's too much. You can't just go into Costco and buy something. You have to have like a tribe of people with you. Like, you want to divvy this all up? Like, I've got oatmeal to last me for the next year. It's awesome. It was $10 for a whole box of oatmeal, but I'm not a horse, you know? There's a horse quantity of oats right here. You could boil this in like a seafood pot and have enough for the whole neighborhood. Like, I'm making breakfast, I went to Costco. My mom did not want to have a Costco hot dog. I was very upset. I was like, come on, I'm buying lunch. I'm buying lunch. We're eating at Costco. The options are the $2 pizza, the $1.50 hot dog, or you can have a smoothie. We ended up going to Culver's. You guys ever go to Culver's? I feel like Culver's is like where old retired people go to like have like social hour or something. Like, it is just ridiculous. Like, I walked in there and I was like, is this a nursing home? Everyone was like bellied up to like Sundays and playing cards. There was like people bringing us the food. I was like, what? What? They don't know if they're fast food or like a retirement home. It's like, make up your mind, Culver's. This is ridiculous. I don't know. This is the first ever JonnyFest. This is pretty cool. We've been here since 10 a.m. I think I'm gonna get into balloon stringing, a balloon stringing business. This was our first go at it, and I'm very surprised it held up all day. I'm very, very surprised. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Sean. Thank you, Sean, for letting us have this here. Shout out to John. Together they are Sean, John. Oh, here's my mom. This is my mom. They're just in time. Me and my parents, when I was in high school, we used to play a lot of rock band, and it was a lot of fun. And when I had friends over and stuff, they would want to like bust out the rock band and whatnot. And I think we should bring back rock band, right? Don't you think, Mom? We still have it, she says. All right, guys, I'm gonna get Jonathan back up. Where did John go? Where did John go? All right, everyone, welcome back to the stage, the man of the hour, Jonathan Bonner.
You know why they was looking for me? Because I was standing in the line in the bathroom. I was standing in line for the bathroom, and let me tell you something. I went once, and there was a group of people, and they was all talking and stuff. Like it's okay to be waiting for the bathroom, you know? And then they finished talking, I came back over here, because I was like, okay, then the people are gonna disperse, and I'm gonna circle back around, right? And I came back over there, and that wasn't. I still didn't get to use the bathroom, guys, is what I'm trying to tell you. But I am willing to hold in my urine for you guys' entertainment, because that's what I have right now. I have hot urine, and if I can hold that in and bring a smile to your face, I'm willing to do that for you. I am always willing to do that for you, okay? Now, we have another comment coming up, and I'm gonna try to make it happen again. And I hope that everybody who heard me understands, you know, like, I wanna use it. Okay, so give it up for Chris Hurd!
Give it up for John Bonner, everybody! Hell yeah! Give it up for your first comedian, his wife. She was fantastic. Huh? Give it up for her. Give it up for this guy. I love this guy. If you bomb, just give me a... Hey, there we go. I'm already eating. Hey, how you doing? Not during the whole thing, though. That was good enough. How you guys feeling? You feeling good? Yeah. I drove up here from Phoenix. Make some noise. Anybody from Phoenix? Is everybody from Cottonwood here? Oh, shit! That explains. Every young person from Cottonwood is in here right now. Give it up for that band. They look like they're on a L'Oreal commercial. The most beautiful hair. That was insane. You guys like... Woo! It's masculine. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Give it up for her, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here from Phoenix. Is anybody from Jerome? Does anybody actually live in Jerome? What? One Jerome? You live up there? Do you live in the 5 years? How's that? You were born here in Cottonwood. Do you work up there? You just okay. You work in like the candy shop or you what? In the mines? They still mine up there? In the mine cafe. Okay. She's still covered in coal for some reason. That's cool. I went to Jerome one time, and I did the haunted hotel up there, the Grand Hotel, and me and my wife, we spent the night. We didn't really see anything haunted or anything, but it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I heard a fart in the hallway. That's all I heard. It was like just in the middle of the hallway at like 3 a.m. And I was like, oh, that just must be the janitor or something. And then I went down in the morning. I went down to the checkout area, and they had a binder where people would write their experiences of ghost experiences in the binder. And I was just flipping through them, and one person wrote in there, it was 3 in the morning, and I heard a fart in the hallway. I was like, oh shit, that was my first haunted experience. It was just a fart in Jerome. Ooh. Maybe that was just me. Maybe I'm a ghost. I don't know. Growing up, my grandpa Zeke, he used to work at a morgue, and my dad told me that he used to just come home with like clothes from the morgue, and he would try to like give them to my family. They'd be like, hey, Tom, here's a shirt. It has like a bullet hole in it. He's like, I can't wear this, Grandpa Zeke. And he's like, why not? It's free. They're not using it anymore. My grandpa's Mexican, by the way. He's, so am I. Grandpa Zeke was the man, dude. I used to deliver like uniforms and stuff for like Cintas or Airmark. And one of my stops was a morgue. So I'd go in there, and you'd go in the back. They'd let you in the back while they're like cutting bodies open. So you'd go in there, and you'd be like, hey guys, I'm here for the uniforms. And they'd be like, hey, it's the uniform guy. And they're just like covered in blood. They're like sawing people open. It's like, hey man, there's some birthday cake in the break room if you guys want some. It's left over. It's a wild time to live. Anyways, I don't know. I'm married. One person. Hey, married people. Nobody married in Cottonwood. Everybody's just divorced. We just get divorced in Phoenix and come to Cottonwood. That's what we do. I'll be here soon. My wife's mad I'm here, so that's cool. Get her for that. Yeah. Dude, my wife, it's hard to be the man of the house when you're like 5'6", you know? Trying to tell your wife what to do, and you're just like, hey! Yes. Like, she was trying to reach a cup in the kitchen the other day, and she was like, hey honey, can you help me reach this cup? And then I got there and I also couldn't reach the cup. Like, is this bitch cheating on me? Like, what? I don't know how things are getting so high up in this house. You know? That's what I'd do if I was a tall piece of shit. I'd just like fuck short guys' wives and just like put their stuff high up, just like, yeah, just like. Why is my toothbrush in the air vents? This is. Dude, Steven Spielberg's here. Give it up for Steven. Steven Spielberg, how you doing? Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. He's from Arizona. That's right. I don't know where to go from there, but you just look like Steven Spielberg, and I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. All right, give me a drum. Hey. Dude, I'm going to Europe soon for a trip. Planning it out. Hey! Hooray for me! I'm broke because of it, so that's cool. But the first time I went to Europe, we went through like the backpacking thing. We did with like 9 countries, and through all the countries, I kept collecting beers in my bag, and so I had like 9 beers in my bag, and we had to take a flight from Austria to Amsterdam. And as I was going through the security, I was going through security. They scanned my bag and they found all the 9 beers in there, and they're like, "Sir, you can't you can't bring these into the country. You gotta like either throw them out or you gotta drink them right here. And I was 21, so I was like, I'll drink them right here. I'll drink all of them right here. So I started pulling them out, and I can't open it because I need a bottle opener. So I pull out a lighter, and they're like, sir, you can't. I started to pop it with a lighter, like, sir, you can't bring a lighter on the plane either. You're shaking your head. You're right. She understands. Give it up for Costco Mom. Yeah, Wyatt Earp's here too. Give it up for him. Yeah, I like the mustache, dude. Hell yeah. You're gonna be finger guns too. Be careful. Oh. How long does it take to get a mustache like that? I want to get one of those. Yeah, it takes a while. All right, well, he's mute. He's cool. Thank you. Dude, can I just bring you wherever I go? I was like having sex with my wife. She's like, and you're just like, boom. Hell yeah, dude. My wife's, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm good at pulling out, you know? That's one thing I'm good at. Mainly because my dick is short. I feel bad for black guys. Every time you guys pull out, it's like a birthday clown pulling a handkerchief, just like, you gotta get those Chilean miners out of there, dude. I think they were in Jerome. Hell yeah, I like Cottonwood. You guys are cool. Give it up for Cottonwood! Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I wanted to, it was my birthday recently. I wanted to do a trip. I wanted to like, rent a cabin and invite all my friends up there. And so I rented the cabin, and I wanted to invite my friend Matt. So I texted Matt. I was like, hey, Matt, having a cool cabin party for my birthday. Really cool if you come. And he texted me back. He's like, oh, hell yeah, man, of course. Is it cool if my lady comes? I was like, of course, Matt, the more the merrier. So fast forward, me and my wife were driving up to the cabin, and we're like halfway there, and Matt gives me a call. He's like, hey, man, it looks like we got here a little early. We'll just wait here for you, and then when you get here, we'll just go. And then I was like, oh, cool, yeah, we'll be there soon. We start driving up to the cabin, and I just see like a middle-aged fat guy with like a beard and like a bald head, and then like a little Asian lady that looked like Michael Jackson a little bit. And my wife's like, who are those people? And I'm like, I don't know, must be the owners of the Airbnb. So I called Matt, and I'm like, hey Matt, did you guys run into the owners of the Airbnb? And they're like, I don't think so. What do they look like? I was like, it's like a fat middle-aged dude with a bald head and like a Asian lady who looks like Michael Jackson. She's like, that's me and my wife. I tell you, it's tough up here. Hey. I tell you. Hey, my wife. Hey. I'm glad you guys know who Rodney Dangerfield is in Cottonwood. That's good. Hey. I'll tell you. Oh, dude, it's good to be here. I don't have any kids. Me and my wife, we don't have any kids. I was talking to my buddy about having kids, and he's like, dude, I'm not doing that. My girl, she's got an IED. So, did her pussy serve in Afghanistan? Like, there you go. Hell yeah, dude. That's a late one, I liked it. Oh, dude, I'm pulling out right now, dude. No, we don't have any kids or anything. My YouTube algorithm's too weird to have kids, I think. I had a YouTube video that suggested me it was 3+ hours of World War II facts to fall asleep to. It's like, what kind of psychopath am I? Like, if I ever have kids, like, fuck lullabies, I'm just gonna stand over the crib going, December 7th, 1941, the Japanese Empire's bombed Pearl Harbor, baby. The Great Depression, baby. Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, I'm getting feedback. Hell yeah, this is cool. I have a niece. You ever try to like strike conversation with a 6-year-old? Like one you know, not like a random. You don't want to be doing that. This. I was watching my niece one day, and I don't know what to talk to a 6-year-old about, so I was just like, "What do you want to be when you grow up, honey?" She's like, "I want to be a mermaid." It's fucking stupid. You know? I don't want her thinking she can grow up being a mermaid, so I was like, "Look, honey, you can't be a mermaid. There's not a lot of money in it. All right? How many famous mermaids do you know?
What?
Besides Ariel. And that's bullshit because her dad's Poseidon. He's god of the ocean, sweetheart. Your dad is addicted to Percocets. Alright? Not exactly god of the ocean, alright? She wanted me to get her this swimsuit for her birthday. It's a mermaid fin you can get at Target. Where it's a swimsuit where kids can wrap it around their legs and drown in the swimming pool, you know. It's like, who came up with that? Casey Anthony? Like, what the... No symbol. All right, cool. You said it was gonna get wild. I didn't know. I wanted to test the waters. Not a Casey Anthony crowd. Check. All right. Take note, next comedian. He has to throw away like a half a set. Fuck, all I had was Casey Anthony jokes. Anyway, do it anyway, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck it, yeah! Hell yeah. Hell yeah, lady with the beer, it's empty, and she's like, fuck it. Hell yeah, dude, I like you. We're keeping it real. You're welcome. More feedback. Anyways.
It was 40 degrees yesterday.
It was 40 degrees yesterday. Hell yeah, I like this guy too. You can give it up for this guy. He's the weatherman here in Conwood. Huh? You're twins?
Me and you.
We're twins? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. You took all my height, asshole. I'm short as hell, if you haven't noticed. That's alright. I'm okay with it. Yeah, you learn to be tall. It's something you can learn. Right? Nope? Okay. We're gonna move on. What else? What else, drum guy? What else do we got? Me neither. How fast kids grow up? I wish I could grow up that fast too. I never grew up. When I was a kid, my favorite movie were the Lord of the Rings, the Twin Towers. You guys remember that? Two Towers. No, I know, dude. That was the joke. I always got those two confused. People would be talking about the Twin Towers, and I'd be like, "Oh, I love that movie." And they're like, "What?" Yeah, Lord of the Rings, the Twin Towers. Very similar concepts. Anyways, I think I'm out of jokes. You guys ready for your next comedian? Yeah. Cottonwood? Let's keep that energy going. Come on, get it going. Come on, Cottonwood. Get clapping, get clapping, get clapping. Give it up for John Bonner, everybody. Hell yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was amazing, wasn't it? A real comedian. I told these guys that you guys were gonna be nice. You know, so let's just keep up the niceness, you know. Even if it's not that funny, just do like when somebody sends you a text message and you write back LOL, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who writes me back LOL, I don't even really like you no more, just by the way. Like, I'm gonna continue the conversation, but I know I can't trust you, you know what I'm saying? So, let's just give them a little bit more than an LOL. But let's make some noise for Steve Owens!
Give it up for John, everybody. So, Casey Anthony. No, I'm just kidding. Now, Collinwood's beautiful. I love you guys. I got to see the whole town, you know. And you guys are haunted. Are you guys haunted up here? Not in Collinwood? Our towns do good for ghosts. The girl I'm living with right now sees ghosts. That's scary. Like I love horror movies, but when it's like in your house, that's almost a deal breaker. Like we were like showing in my room, and she's like, "There's an invisible woman looking at us in your room," and I'm scared to death. So I ask her, "Smash or pass?" It's like, "Is she hot?" Like, even though she's dead, I got standards, you know. Like I don't want to get haunted by anyone up like below a 9, you know. Just she sees weird things. She said she saw a skinwalker like the other night. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's like a person who changes often. And I'm like, not for free, he's not. It's like you better be paying rent. You know? Oh, that's a long car ride home. He's walking. Where do you guys live? Oh, you guys live like down the street. That's all. He's not really getting punished at all. It's just she just wants some space. That's okay. The winery down the way is the one my parents go to fix their problems. Give it up for them. I want to be a parent at some point. I just know I'm not ready. Like I know, like you know, like in your heart of hearts, you know, you're not ready for a kid. Like for me, I still lock my kids in my car. Yeah. In Phoenix, that's dangerous. Like that's an escape room you have to win. You know, that's my kid's first words are gonna be help. The drummer agrees with that. Yeah, it's weird, dude. Like I want kids, but I'm scared of like the health of the baby too. Like I was a preemie baby. Like I was born 2 pounds. That's like real small, right? Like I can fit in the palm of your hand. Like my parents thought they were getting a real baby, but what they got was an action figure. Like it's not good. Like the doctor had to cut the umbilical cord and the Hasbro tag off my leg, bro. Like what the fuck? Like the doctor didn't even hand it to my mom. I was like, here, like fucking hacky sack that shit. You guys want to know the real reason why I was born so early though? Like you guys want to know why preemie babies happen? I was inside the womb, and the cord was wrapped around my neck, but it wasn't an accident. I was exploring my sexuality. I was just like, tiger mom, come on. There we go. I think that's a real problem. I think if you're still having sex and the woman's pregnant, like it's not gonna hurt the baby, but it's gotta be annoying, you know what I mean? Like you're sitting there minding your own business, and then all of a sudden you're fighting for territory with your dad's dick. You're just like, you're like in the octagon. You're. Did someone say baby dick? That's weird. Just some guy wearing yelling stuff. That's cool. I gotta get my shit together though, dude. Like, I'm still trying to figure myself out. I just turned 32. Give it up for me. 8 months ago. I'm holding on. I'm holding on to my early 30s as much as I can, man. Like, I'm still trying to figure myself out though. Like, you know when people tell you something about yourself so many times that you start to believe it? Like, you know, like maybe this has been true the whole time. Like for me, I'm not Jewish, but I think I should be. You know, like I have symptoms. Turns out one of the symptoms is people coming up to you and asking you if you're Jewish. And like, whenever I say no, I think that's gonna finish the conversation, but they're like, oh, why? I'm like, I don't know, so I got tested like it was COVID, you know, just to make sure, you know. And it told me what I already knew, that I'm Irish, German, and Seth Rogen. So. Yes, bitch, Seth Rogen in the house. John's paying me $5 million. I'm jealous of my sister though. You guys jealous of your siblings? Like how that came out? My sister got her shit together. She used to be my brother, so it's like, oh, don't tighten up on me on that. That's a good thing. Like she found out who she was, and like what's crazy is like she found a man like as soon as she transitioned, and I'm like, damn, she's like an LGBTQ Pokemon, you know, like I got to see her evolve from a good boy into a bad bitch. Thank you.
I support that, Johnny.
I'm trying to get back in the dating game, dude. I really am. Like, who's fat and trying to like not be single anymore? Anybody? You're not fat, sir. You're. You look like you do hard drugs every day. You're fine.
I do. With your mama.
Well, my mom is also a coke dealer, so that makes sense.
She buys them. Yeah, she buys them.
She buys them?
Yeah.
What do you sell, bro? What do you sell?
Hard drugs.
Which ones, though? You gotta be specific.
All of them.
Can you say it into the microphone? Can you say it into the microphone?
Hard.
Your mama does hard drugs.
That's not what I said, sir. I said, can I buy hard drugs off you? Where do you sell? What do you sell?
Probably just police.
Just because I'm white, that's racist. Give it up for him. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. That makes sense. Arrest this man! You know.
Because you're the police.
If I'm a police officer, I'm a disgrace. I'm just saying. Like, I'm just like chasing after some guy winded. How did he get away? I'm fat. It's just. Nah, dating and fat is weird, dude. Like, I use like the dating apps. People don't like using dating apps, but I like it because it's like working from home. You know, like you don't get the real thing up front. Like when people swipe right on me, they don't know I'm like wearing like sleepy pants and like eating Cheetos and shit. Being fat's weird though, like on dating apps, because you have to lie. Don't pull it back. We know it's true. I saw a girl in there that looked just like me that said she liked hiking, and I'm like, come on now. Like we can't both be using the same trick. Huh? Call her bluff? I didn't. She breathed into the phone too loud. Honestly, I think I'm too nice as a man. I'm just too nice. Ladies, kind of get an honest opinion. Do any of you like nice guys? Yes. The one with the husband. Fuck yeah. You're already taken. You're married to Eddie Griffin. I'm jealous. That's sick. Being nice is weird. Like, I went to a bar one time, got a free drink because I was the only guy that said please the entire night. And like that's cool. That's what should happen as a nice person, you know. But you can't get pussy like that. You can't go to a girl in a bar and be like, damn, you look so good tonight. You'll come back to my place, please. Please and thank you. So good. I just got CPR certified not too long ago. I saved lives. Mouth to mouth. Yeah, let's not make it sexual. Is this your first time? CPR is weird because you don't train on real people. So like my first time is gonna be my first time saving somebody. I'm like so worried though. Like what if the opportunity arises? And like, what if I make it worse? There's this thing called the Good Samaritan Clause where if the person gets injured or they die, they can't sue you. And you know, it's really helpful. I think that's like a good way to start being a serial killer though. You know, it's like you gotta think about it for a second. Like someone's like slowly dying and you're like not really doing anything to help them and you want them to die. And so the police officer comes up and is like, so what happened? Like how did this person die? I was like, well, I was trying. Drum roll. Take my wife, please. Now I'm gonna get off on this though. I like nature. It's a very beautiful place to be living in. I don't think you should be able to give your opinions on nature online though. Like the Grand Canyon should have a perfect score on Yelp. Like, who gives a bad review of the Grand Canyon? Like, who does that? So I'm just like looking over the edge, you're like, not deep enough. It's not wheelchair accessible. I don't really like that. I like nature documentaries. It's one of my favorite things to watch. You guys know who David Attenborough is? Oh yeah, he's a pimp. I love him. It's one of my favorite people. Like I was watching something on whales the other day, and this is how I knew. Like he gets kind of serious at the wrong time. Like he was like, the sperm whale is one of the smartest creatures in the animal kingdom. It travels hundreds of miles to find a mate that'll last a lifetime. I'm like, damn, that's so cool. What else does he have to say? There's only 5 left. I'm like, god damn it, Dave, can't you just make up something fun? Like, what if he throw out some wild shit? It's like the cousin of the sperm whale called the bukkake whale. It's one of the only animals that take loads to the face. I'm like, I'm all bricked up and learning. This is what I'm talking about, dude. All right, guys, that was my time. Thank you guys so much.
Make some noise!
I got to use the bathroom, and that's something that I want to share. Thank you, because there's been a lot of discussion about the bathroom, you know, all throughout the news and the media, and the people want to know what to do with the bathrooms, and I have this for you to help you remember, a little ditty, if you will, okay? Don't poop in the piss bathroom. Don't poop in the piss bathroom. One bathroom for pooping and one bathroom for pissing, and somebody been pooping or people been pissing. Don't poop in the piss bathroom. Yeah. I'm John Bonner, and I hope pretty soon everybody else comes up here so that I can start performing. But to be honest, I don't know where they are. So I'm gonna enjoy the time that I have, you know? Because life is too short to wait for the rest of your bandmates. You know what I'm saying? But Maddie, don't poop in the piss bathroom. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't poop in the piss bathroom. Come on, it's time to do our songs. Yeah. Don't poop in the piss bathroom. There's a bathroom for pooping, there's a bathroom for pissing. Yeah, yeah. You know, I made that up. I made that up last week. And it made me giggle when I was at work. And I said, you know what? You're coming with me. And I put that song in my pocket. You feel me? Because a lot of people need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, what's really messed up is that more people actually need to hear that than actually, you know, for some people that wasn't a joke. Stop pooping in the pee bathroom.
Where is Paul? Paul's my manager. I can't do anything without him.
We don't know where anybody went.
I don't know how to set up my own instrument.
So if anybody sees Paul, tell him to come on down here. Okay, great.
He's probably in the bathroom. What? Do I have a what? Paul. Yeah. He left?
Yeah. Somebody's been squatting on the pisser, squatting on the pisser. They've been squatting on the pisser. Somebody's been squatting on the pisser, squatting on the pisser. They've been squatting on the pisser. Say, don't poop in the piss bathroom. Hey, don't poop in the piss bathroom. Don't poop in the piss bathroom. People have been pooping where they're supposed to be pissing. People have been pissing where they're supposed to be pooping. People are pooping. People are pissing. People are pooping where they should be pissing. Yeah. And that's a song that didn't make the album. But I think that people get the message. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times in life, people miss out on the opportunity to learn. And I try to provide them with that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I recently watched my nephews get potty trained. I was trying to see how many times I can flip it back around into singing the song. But you know what? I think that's enough. I think that's enough of singing the Poop and Pee song. Later on when my mom watches this, she's gonna say, why are you so immature? But it's because I'm a Johnny, you know? And part of being a Johnny is to be youthful and jubilant, you know? Not giving up on the things that make you a child at heart, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna sing some songs for you guys tonight. Some of them are from my new EP. It's called the JonnyFest EP. So if you just type in JonnyFest anywhere where you listen to music, it'll come up and you can listen to it. And you can take a little bit of JonnyFest home with you tonight. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to stop here. You can continue JonnyFest in your car, in the shower, in the garage, with your family. You know what I'm saying? I also don't even cuss on this one. So you can listen in front of a child, you know what I'm saying? It's not that, well, the topic, the subject matter isn't like, you can listen in front of a child if you want to. It depends on what kind of kid it is, you know what I'm saying? Or how you look at the kid. What's your relationship with him? You know, if you don't know that kid, then why does it even matter? And also, that brings me to another thing I wanted to bring up. This entire year that we've been doing this John Bonner show, kids have been coming to the shows. And you know, I had to like really steel myself in my heart and be like, we still gonna do the jokes just like I wrote them down. And I'm not gonna let these children destroy my parade. And I did, and it made me stronger. And that's why I'm able to stand up here and not be nervous. It's because I perform these jokes in front of children that I don't know where they are now. I don't know where any of those children are, but I know that they were here once. And I don't know what that did to them, but I'm still willing to continue with what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid no more. While they get ready, I want to tell y'all a story. So one time I had got my hair cut, and then I went to the Jack in the Box, right? And I was sitting at the Jack in the Box waiting on my mom and dad to come pick me up from the Jack in the Box so I have a car. And I was sitting there, and there was a man that came in, and he was about 6'4". He was maybe 300 pounds, and he was mentally challenged. And he ordered, a lady was with him, and she ordered the food for him and everything. And then he began to have an episode. He started screaming and stuff. He started running around. He ran back and forth across from one side of the Jack in the Box all the way to the other side of the Jack in the Box. He was like, ah, ah, ah. I'm coming to a point, I promise. This is not being messed up. And I sat there and I prayed to God. I prayed to God. I said, God, don't let this man look at me during his episode and beat me to death. Because imagine that. Imagine I passed away, right? And then they was like, oh, well, how did Jonathan die? Oh, a mentally handicapped man beat him to death. You see what I'm saying? Pop for that. Yeah, get a confetti pop for that. I wasn't murdered. I wasn't murdered. You did what you could. You did what you could, and I'm proud of you for that. Also, there's a box of confetti poppers. If you ever, if you feel like popping off some confetti, there's a box over there. Yeah, we're starting to get it together. What I realized is I came up here and got the microphone too early, but I'm not putting it down because I'm a writer. I'm a soldier on the war on poverty. You feel me? And I'm not letting the mic go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I think that one day I'm gonna actually say something of value, that's gonna help the world. And the reason I'm gonna be able to do that is because people gassed me up while I was saying nonsense. If you stack nonsense on top of itself, eventually it turns into a whole truth. But you gotta say enough nonsense to get there. You see what I'm saying? Like if you put enough pieces of bread together and still a bread sandwich. Yeah. Okay. I think there's a difference. But turn that. Okay. I would like to share this entire musical experience. It's very biographical and it's personal to me. I'm gonna take these things out of my pocket in case I feel like moving around. It won't make me bust the seams of my shorts. Okay. This is a song for the world. Time has been wasted. I've got less and less to say. Content's addiction. I have a playlist to obey. I YouTube a Lil Wayne song from 2009, and I go in the comment section, and you know what I'm alright. I said, who's still listening in 2025? Who's still listening in 2025? Oh, this guy. Who's still listening in 2025? Who's still listening in 2025? Is your computer still online? We're going through all songs from 2009 because everyone forgets about songs from 2009. So at the top of the year, I was like the first in line to say, who's still listening to this in 2025? So I did Sugar, I did Down, I did Obsessed, I did Birthday Sex, and I was spamming it hard. My comments on the climb, spamming who's still listening in 2025. Thank you. Who's still listening in 2025? Who's still listening in 2025? Oh, this guy. Who's still listening in 2025? Who's still listening in 2025? Oh, is your computer still online? 2009 was 16 years ago. 2009 was 16 years ago. And just last year, only just last year, it was 15 years ago. And I know, 'cause I did the math. So I'm looking through my old song from 2009, and I'm writing in the comments, oh man, time flies. As soon as they say yes in the comments, I reply, hey, I used to listen in 2025. In 2025, maybe I'm lonely, maybe a lot has changed, oh maybe a lot has changed since 2009. Thank you so much. I would like to dedicate that to everybody who writes still listening in 2025 at the top of the YouTube comments. You are the real legends of video commentary. Thank you. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Queso frito con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Queso frito con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. ¿Dónde está mi familia? ¿Dónde está mi hermano? ¿Dónde está la cerveza? Aquí, aquí, aquí. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Queso frito con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo Gracias! Yeah, that's right. Alright. Now I'm gonna go into some regular songs. I say that like I only like to clown around. But that's mostly because I do. I think as a Johnny, you should always enjoy having fun more than being serious. Because to be honest, being serious is for losers. And it's boring. It makes you boring. Sometimes I put the microphone stand in the microphone stand so I can take it out and show you I'm not playing. Alright. I don't believe in whiskey. No. The whiskey don't believe in me. Oh no. Sometimes I bring it with me. Yeah. But all the time, the whiskey don't believe in me. No. So I found a way to escape to a higher place where I can relate all thanks to cover. So really, you'll never do me wrong. Thanks to Cabernet. So really, you'll never do me wrong. Like my favorite song, while I'm taking the time. While I take the time, yeah. You'll never do me wrong by my favorite songs, yeah. Now, my world it moves in circles, yeah. Fumbling through this rat race, and I think that I just need something to make them stop wanting. I bring those hips my way, yeah. And so I found a way, to escape to a higher place where I can relate. Thanks to Cabernet. So baby, you'll never do me wrong. My favorite song, but I take the time, yeah. I said hold up, roll up, take a little moment, promise I just do mine, cause I see no opponents. Electronics hit me up and then I'm on it. Everybody want that chronic, and they see that I'm up on it. Not just for the moment, when time is something calling my mind, things I get down, something that I get down. These feet around this town, but I see around where I'm from, and Riverside where I'm from. I'm taking that Cabernet song, y'all. My arms going down. Everybody gotta come around. See a candle in the past comes down. And everybody sing it do it one time. And I can't complain right now. I'm on that Cabernet. So many you never do me wrong. But I take the time, I'm so alive, and I'm feeling the vibe, like every time the sun will shine, and it'll be mine, when I come through and ride. I'm taking the time, while you're babysitting, on the 2 or 3 shots, let me show you how to turn it up a notch. You get a swimming pool full of liquor, yeah, you dive in it, a pool full of liquor. called Cabernet Sauvignon. Y'all remember, I don't know if they had this in California. Sutter Home, like the 750 bottles. Woo! Cabernet Sauvignon. That's what that song was about. It wasn't about expensive wine. It was about if I took the change I had in my pocket at the time and I got to the CVS before the CVS closed, Cabernet Sauvignon, I'll be gone the whole night, baby. Just me, myself, and I. Trading drinks, bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what that song's about. A lot of my early career, I enjoyed singing in auto-tune. This is one of those instances. It wasn't so right. Haunting all the screams, in between, early morning sounds. Oh, love cry, they cried aloud. Now come on and make your mind proud, baby. Get off me, put it down. Now when I say give it to me, I want you to give it to me, I go ahead, bring it to me, but only if you give it to me, I go ahead, give it to me, oh yeah, give it to me, oh I want you to give it to me, oh give it to me. Sometimes in our life, oh, we find time to unwind. So after we drink our wine, then maybe we can lose our time. Oh, inside these lights, lose our time. All those things that made us mine. 'Cause if I don't mind, then you won't mind. If I lose my mind, will you lose your mind? When I say give it to me, I want you to give it to me, I'm going to give it to me, I feel you to me, but only if you give it to me, I'm going to give it to me, give it to me, oh I want you to give it to me, oh yeah, give it to me. You know, when I wrote Give It To Me, I used to still go to free night at the club. I'd go to free night at the club, and I would look for the girls that smoked the Camel Crush cigarettes. Because I knew the girls that smoked the Camel Crush cigarettes was down to fuck that night. Give it to me, I knew that. I ain't waste no time. I said, hold on a second. You got a Camel Crush? What's up there? Give it to me, Thank y'all. I'm just saying, look for the girl with the Camel Crush. I'm telling you. Never mind. So over the time that we're putting together JonnyFest, like the projects, as in this, me and Polly were like, oh, we should record some songs and release the EP. So what I'm gonna perform next are the songs from the JonnyFest EP, which you can enjoy on your way home. You can get it wherever fine music is held for ransom. This song is it's called Creme Brulee. I saw myself something that made me look twice when I don't look twice, no. I gave her my number, walked away when it stuck in my mind. She's still lost in my mind. 5 minutes of talking felt like a lifetime. I was so lost in the thoughts of her vibe. I cannot describe the way I was feeling her, except to say that I was so in her. I had to really get in her. Then one night after my show, I felt a vibration come off from my phone. Don't know how, don't know why, but I sure got me a piece that night. Yeah. She put it right in my face for the first time today, and I'm so glad you came my way. Oh, I love your creme brulee. Yeah, it just needs a little flame, and I heat it up all the way. One taste and I can say, oh, I love your creme brulee. Oh, I love your creme brulee. Yeah, I love your creme brulee. Yeah, I love your creme brulee. Oh, I love your creme brulee. Now when you had that sweet creme, ain't nothing left but sweet dreams. And baby had the type of thing that showed up with the blind eyes. Yeah, when you had that sweet creme, you understand what it means to go from being the man on the scene to a boy I want to share the thing. Oh, you turn into a boy I want to share the thing. Said you turn into a boy I want to share the thing. Oh, you turn into a boy I want to share the thing. Oh, I tell you man, I tell you man. She put it right in my face for the first time today. Yeah, and I'm so glad it came my way. Oh, I love your creme brulee. It just needs a little flame. Yeah, and I heat it up all the way. One taste and I can say, oh, I love your creme brulee. Oh, I love your creme brulee. Oh, I love your creme brulee. Yeah, I love your creme brulee. Oh, I love your creme brulee. You know, I sing these songs so all the dudes in here can be like, haha, John's crazy, right? John's so wild. What about when he was talking about creme brulee? I was crazy. They can look over and see how she feels about it, you know what I'm saying? Test the waters, you know? If it's working, then it's working. That's all I'm saying, you feel me? Okay, Traveler. to rise on top of the pleasure found under me. Baby girl, come traveling, 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 come traveling, traveling, yeah, 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 yeah. Now let's find light in darkness. While we seek the penumbra of eruption, let me know the secrets of your throne, your highness. Now, I don't know where that is yet, but I'm gonna try to find it. You feel me? Now let me be the first to start the search. I'll cross every line on your treasure map so many times you swear to win church. Or at least bring God like you do, doing it like I do. Let's put it together, like taking a rib from Adam or splitting the atom, let's do it like never happened. For after this, or never happened after. So every day or every way, we can change the world moving slower and faster. Space and time intertwine. We can go everywhere that we have to. Baby, let's make the love that outlasts me and outlasts you. All we gotta do is travel. All we gotta do is travel. I can be where I see. I love the beauty of the world on top of it. Then it comes alive from underneath. I say while traveling, travel me. I think you might find what you need. Come for the world that you rise on top of. Fuck all the pleasure found underneath. Baby girl, come traveling, traveling, come traveling, traveling, come traveling, yeah, 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 yeah. Traveling, traveling, I like to do it, you know, if my auto-tune box is on, I'll do something like this. I'll go like, wow, 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 come traveling. I said, for the world that you rise on top of, the pleasure found underneath. Baby, come on, traveling. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, baby. So, I had a party in my house when I was like 18 or 19 with my brother. And my parents found the beer can, okay? And my dad got really mad because my parents are preachers. And they was like, y'all can't be having no parties. We knew y'all had a party. We tried to hide it. So they was like, y'all gotta get out of here. And I was like, okay, fine then. I'm leaving. So I went with my friends because they had to go to Los Angeles to try to shoot this short film for Levi's film project, right? And I was just gonna run around with them, and I told that to my parents, but what I was really trying to do is I was trying to find like an apartment and stuff like that so I could move out of my house and run away and join the circus on their ass. And so what ended up happening was I realized that life is real. And there's like rent and bills, and if you don't have money, they just don't let you come and move into the house because you're mad at your parents, you know? And so I found that out. But at the last day, when I was like, okay, now I have to go home, I was walking down the sidewalk next to the Shiny building in LA, like when you go down the highway, you see the Shiny building, next to that building. And on that sidewalk, right there on the ground, I kid you not, there was like $150, okay? And I took that $150 and I bought a microphone with it. And I went home and I started recording music. And that was about 15 years ago today. So I'm so grateful that I took that chance to run away because it didn't work out. It brought me back home, you know? And what's interesting about this set that I'm doing is that I did Cabernet Sauvignon, and that was a song that explained why I was such a handful anytime anybody ever saw me, you know, because I was pretty fucking drunk, you know? But I get to now finish the set with a song about how I no longer drink. And I'm not saying that's wrong for you. You do what you want to do, okay? But I found a way for me, you feel me? And it feels great, and I'm happy. And without that, we wouldn't be able to have the comedy shows and like do any of those things. So making that change made us able to have the comedy show, to have JonnyFest, for me to be here, you know? So I'm gonna just sing this song. Tired of living off emotion, spending moments out my mind. Time flowing away into the ocean. My horizon in decline. An angel met me at the bottom, yeah. And she said, let this be your word. Your mother, dads can't fall behind you, yeah. If you let this be your first, I said one day when you're ready, you'll leave it all behind. With love inside your heart, with peace inside your mind, I'll be California so proud, living my Arizona life. Though the struggle's never over, I feel like I'ma be alright. I'll be alright. Oh yeah, yeah. Just give me California summer. Oh, in my Arizona life. I can feel the spirit moving, 'cause the devil's working overtime. And I feel like it's starting to rain, so why don't you come inside? One day when you're ready, you leave it all behind. With love inside your heart, yeah. With peace inside your mind, I'll be California summer, yeah, yeah. Living my Arizona life. Though the struggle's never over, I feel like I'ma be alright. I'll be alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if he can see y'all. I want him to see y'all.